Welcome back, Guardians. In the last report, we discussed corruption, an affliction that can overtake any Guardian, willing or unwilling. But in today's report, we will investigate how a relative newcomer to the tower had both the ability to survive for countless cycles under the darkness' shadow within Luna and redeem herself. The City Vanguard and the Speaker are untrusting of her ultimate motives, but Ikora Rey has vouched for her more than once, protecting those a part of her hidden. In this report, we will attempt to identify who Eris Morn is and why she feels the need to redeem herself. This is her story. Eris Morn is the sole survivor of an ill-fated rave on the Hive's lunar fortress. It was Eris and a ragtag fire team who, after the first charge to take back the moon, sacrificed everything to return in search of the one the Hive call Crota. Robbed of her ghost, Eris remained lost amongst the darkest shadows of the Hellmouth for countless cycles. Despite all odds she endured, using the very dark she battled to remerge a changed warrior, driven, some would say obsessed. The Speaker and Zavala find her compulsions a sickness, convinced she has been fully seduced by the shadows. Though her warnings of Crota and his power are often dismissed as madness, Eris returns to the shadows time and time again, operating as one of Ikora Rey's hidden, a clandestine group of Guardians tasked with silently infiltrating enemy strongholds and gathering vital intel for the Warlocks. Eris's position within the hidden may have saved her from the immediate wrath of the Speaker and Zavala, allowing her to take position within the tower to operate more closely to the Guardians' incursions. Eris has been instrumental in providing quality intelligence on the Hive movement on both Earth and Luna. On Earth, she has essentially guided numerous Guardian fire teams on a defensive stratagem, preventing one of Crota's leading generals, Omnigul, from developing her ploy upon Rasputin. Due to the actions of Eris Morn, this is the first time Guardians of the City have had any interaction with the Shadowed Warmind. Rasputin's survival opens the possibility that other Warminds may be revivable, opening weapon systems to aid in the city's defenses. The Vanguard and the Consensus hope that continued outreach towards Rasputin will develop into a strategic alliance. Regardless of how Zavala and the Speaker feel for Eris's position in the tower, their disposition currently matters little. Her actions have led us ever closer to total victory over the Hive and the reclamation of Luna and all of Earth. Is it not something we should place our faith in? But Eris is not acting solely for her redemption amongst those who act for the light. Her actions also impose an outlier. Vengeance is a powerful motivator for that of the right spirit, and Eris cannot be slighted of the spirit. But is vengeance a tool of the light? The morality of the argument is difficult to comprehend. We are at war, time is precious, and the darkness continues to rise. And we must use everything at our disposal to defeat the enemy. At times of great disparity, this may mean we must enlist unorthodox tools. The lives Eris lost still weigh heavily upon her. She had Arena 3, a warlock of the Praxic Order and Creed. She had Sai, Mota, and Vell hunters stationed with her. She had Omar Aga, a Titan tasked with protecting their team. And potentially, most notable, but not confirmed lost, she had Tolan the Mad, a warlock with Arcanian Hive mastery. She led them on a path to destroy a Hive ploy to revive Crota, halting the Blades, the Fist, the Heart, and the Might. But Omnigul, the will of Crota himself, proved to be their match. Eris Morn has stated, "We tried once to hunt him, gave up all we were to challenge the ones that bow in his name, hoping to deny him his power. One by one we failed, but I've kept watch, seeking vengeance for all I've lost." To survive, she consumed the very darkness, losing her ghost and some of herself in the process. Eris is forever changed. But this change, this affliction she currently suffers, is but the sum of her experience at the hands of the Hive. The true resource is her knowledge. She knows the Hive ambitions, plans, and command structure. She has information that illuminates both Crota and the Hive pantheon. Is this not a blessing? I fear this is a subjective morality, as some like Zavala would cast Eris out like Toland because of her perversion. Some, like Ikora, would protect her because Eris has lost more than any soul could imagine. As a scholar, it is not my place to pass judgment, but to record history and to bring justice to it. You, as a guardian, must make your own decision on the matter. The speaker, for all his cryptic and mysterious talk, passes wisdom upon us in his words. Deny no ally their quest, and together we will explore paths untraveled. He continues to state, listen to their pleas, seek out what they value, help expel their fears, and we can further unravel our greatest mysteries and look to seize the promise we hope they contain. The tribulations of Eris Morn hold more than just secrets. They hold a lesson, a trial so daunting and sacrilegious that many would turn her first requests away, citing her fallen allies on the hunt for Crota. Those who do not, look to this hunter who lost her eyes at the hand of the Hive and look to her response. That was to take the enemy from what they took from her, forever changing her visage. This resourcefulness does not go unnoticed, and those who choose to help her or accept her advisement find themselves undergoing a journey of transformation. They may see that the city and the Vanguard, along with the speaker, may not always have the best interest of the future in mind. They might fight enemies that make them question reality, science, and possibility. With her knowledge, Eris has stated, I can lead you to their most unholy rites, and there we can taint their faith and sully their offerings. But be warned, what we dabble in now could bring us a very fortunate but challenging future. Crota was only the beginning of the Hive Pantheon, and although his threat was considerable and apocalyptic, his greater still remains, Oryx. But at least for now, the threat has passed. The great shadow looming over the city and the earth has abated. Incursions of Guardian fire teams have reported resounding success in defeating a certain spiritual form of Crota, banishing him back to whatever reality or dimension he is from. We can find some respite in knowing that at least for now, we have some peace. But this accomplishment, this minor victory in a sea of long defeats, was only attainable because of a newcomer, an individual not fully of the light, but not fully of the dark either. She stands as an icon to our sins, stands to notion what the darkness could do to any of us. But it also warrants the potential, the ideal that the light is stronger in times of great pain, impossible sacrifice, and assured defeat. The ideal that we stand ready to shoulder any burden so that our city and its uncountable souls may see another day. Whatever accompanies you into battle, Guardian, take the trials of Eris. She would warrant that as long as your will is with you, so is your light.